Organizația pentru Alimentație și Agricultură a Națiunilor Unite este prezentă în Republica Moldova din anii 2000, fiind una dintre cele mai importante structuri internaționale ce susțin producătorii agricoli, sectorul agroindustrial în general, dar și transformarea sistemelor alimentare. În cadrul programului de sprijin de urgență pentru fermieri moldoveni, inițiat de FAO în contextul crizei socioeconomice și energetice, Organizația Națiunilor Unite pentru Alimentație și Agricultură a distribuit semințe de porumb, fertilizanți și furaje pentru animale. Despre activitatea FAO în țara noastră, dar și care este starea de lucruri în agricultură, s-a discutat cu Raimund Ele, reprezentantul Organizației Națiunilor Unite pentru Alimentație și Agricultură în Republica Moldova, în cadrul proiectului AgriSmart, realizat de Mircea Boian la postul nostru de televiziune.
Avem un invitat special, și anume domnul Raimund Ele. Bine ați venit! Reprezentantul Organizației Națiunilor Unite pentru Alimentație și Agricultură, adică FAO, în Republica Moldova.
Mulțumesc! Thank you very much for having me here. It's a great pleasure to be on the program, and I'm looking forward to have with you an interesting conversation about agriculture in Moldova, and I hope it will be an interesting discussion. I'm coming to Moldova since already 2008. I'm not residing here, so I'm coming and going in my capacity as a representative. I have taken up the assignment in 2016, but the longer and the more often I'm coming to Moldova, the more I understand the country, the more I understand also the agriculture. I like wine. Which of course is something which you very much appreciate when you come to Moldova. I like good food. I have been living before in Italy, and Moldova in this case is also a very interesting country with a rich cuisine, with a variety of cuisine, which in principle is a very good basis for agriculture because food and wine are key elements in order to make successful agriculture. Food security, of course, is important. We have the Agenda 2030, which in fact commits all of the countries of the world to have zero hunger by 2030. We have still more than 700 million hungry people in the world. We have, for example, with the war in Ukraine, we have more than 8 million people who were also refugees or internally displaced, and therefore, of course, food security is an important issue which we need to address further, and we need to find solutions for this.
În contextul crizelor din regiune și a războiului din Ucraina, totuși putem găsi soluții pentru a susține pe cât posibil fermierii din Republica Moldova, pentru ca să se mențină, dar și să se dezvolte.
Food security is a complex issue. Food security has in fact the dimension of, first of all, production availability. Food security is connected to the accessibility of the population, and food security but also means what we eat. We have in the European and Central Asia region, we have a very low level of hungry people, undernutrition in fact, but we have a big problem with obesity and overweight, and so a contribution which one can make as a country is, of course, in this case also to increase healthy diets, to increase in this case also the production of safe food, and of course with the increase of export of products from Moldova, there is also a possibility to contribute to the global food security.
FAO aduce plus valoarea agriculturii din Republica Moldova și a reușit la concret să înregistreze cele mai frumoase succese.
We are an organization which provides technical assistance. Of course, we cannot make promises, but what I can promise is in fact that we are always supporting smallholders, because the food security situation globally is not going to be solved if the smallholders are not going to increase competitiveness, and so FAO as an organization is always with the smallholders. FAO is always with the vulnerable people. This is two concrete things which I think is very important. The other issue what I think is also important, agriculture, and I go back to where we started at the beginning, agriculture is one of the most interesting areas in the world because it feeds us. And so we should never lose our optimism. We should lose not our optimism that agriculture has a good future and has a promising future. Also for Moldova is providing opportunities, is providing jobs, and is providing, in this case, safe and sustainable produced food. Two very concrete messages to the institutions. The first one is support a holistic approach. I was talking at the beginning, support agriculture from an economic, from a social and from an environmental perspective. And the second clear message is invest in agriculture. Investment in agriculture is the future.